Okay, so I'm here with Keaton Hendricks. We're at the 2019 Sagamore Summit, and we just heard from Keaton and the awesome work that he is doing with Sky Footwear to be able to provide socks for the homeless. So first of all, thank you very much for coming and being part of this. Tell us a little bit more for those that might be watching the video, just a quick snapshot of what Sky Footwear is all about and why you started it.
Yeah, so Sky Footwear is a sock company, an e-commerce sock company, where we just try to be a light to the homeless population. And we do that by donating a pair of socks for each pair of socks that we sell. And then we partner with a different homeless shelter each and every month and kind of throw an event and celebration and let these people know that they're cared about.
So there's a combination, kind of the entrepreneurial side, what we would call the redemptive entrepreneurial piece, and then also servant leadership, right? Of being able to serve a particular population that's in need. Right. Which is a great combination, especially for the young leaders that you were able to speak to just a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
So from your perspective, what was it about the homeless? Why did you decide, like, this is the particular population that I really want to get honed in on?
Yeah. So it was an experience that I had in high school volunteering at a shelter where God just tugged on my heart, and I grew a passion for the people who are just hurting in our own community. You know, there's people all over the world who need help, but there are people right here in Indianapolis who need this help as well. And so being able to just help them in a tangible way, that's what I felt like God was calling me to do.
Well, and I could tell just in kind of watching both the students interacting with you, asking a lot of questions, that it really struck a chord for them. And I think in this generation, there is a growing heart for service and purpose. And that's part of what we want to do with Sagamore. As part of our leadership development is exposure to some really cool things that people are doing. Yep. Which is amazing. So what would you tell people about how they can get involved in what you're doing?
Yeah, so Sky Footwear, you can get involved with it by going online and purchasing socks that will be directly donated to our Shelter of the Month and help continue what we're doing each month in different communities around the country. And then also through volunteer opportunities. If we're partnered with a shelter in your area and they would like to come, we would absolutely love that. And then for businesses or organizations that are looking for a corporate give back and want to support a shelter in their area, we would love to have them help raise socks and then throw a party, bring a meal, we can do a cookout, and have their employees feel that they're helping in a tangible way.
Well, and I will say it's not only helping a good cause, but they're very, very stylish too, which is awesome. There's the close-up of the socks. They got all kinds of varieties. It's amazing. So you can be stylish, but more importantly, you can really make a difference. One last thing, I want to kind of just talk big picture. You know, as you're getting more exposure to what you're doing and you're traveling around getting an opportunity to speak to more groups, what do you see in terms of the general need for leadership when it comes to some of the things that are happening in society and in our culture?
Well, leadership and the skills that you're talking about, you don't realize that you need them until it comes to a point where you realize that you need them. Right. And so that's happened in my case. And so, like, who do you look after? Where do you find these skills? And so coming to something like this, where you're able to learn kind of before that need arises, that's huge and that's instrumental. And I think that the students here, they probably don't realize the help that they are getting by being here as opposed to being at another sports camp. They can come here and learn about things that will impact them beyond when they are done with sports or whatever it is that they're going to be doing, because these leadership skills carry you on until your life ends.
So just to take that a step further, you've gotten a little exposure to what we're doing here at the Sagamore Leadership Initiative. What would you tell somebody about why they should either be involved or get young people involved in an organization like this?
Yeah, well, one, I think that anybody can make an impact regardless of their age, and that shouldn't deter you from that. And so being able to come here and realize that, to get that early leadership development that you need to be able to go out and do something like this, and then get the encouragement that other people are doing it as well, who are no smarter than you are. They just started, and they heard something, they caught a fire in their spirit, and that just began.
The key is to be faithful. Right. Keep taking that step on the journey and follow God's lead in life, and then figure out who else is kind of coming along with you.
Yeah. And the last thing I would mention is that I think that while being young, and especially being in college, is the perfect time to try something. Your basic needs are already taken care of, so why not? Why not try something and give it a swing? And if anything, you will learn something that you can apply to whatever it is you do next.
It's really integral to have young people hear from speakers, but not only just any speakers, speakers who are just a little farther along in life, still relatable, but gaining some wisdom that life brings. And so we really appreciate you being part of it and letting us know about Sky Footwear. So we're looking forward to supporting you in that.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so I'm grateful to be a part of Sagamore here and be able to share with some of the students. I cannot speak highly enough for the leadership skills that these young individuals are developing. Whether they appreciate it now or later, I can promise you that they will later. And they're just really getting a head start on life by being here and tackling some big issues that we'll all kind of wrestle with during our lives. So can't speak highly enough for Sagamore, and just so grateful to be a part of what they're doing.